Look at this, almost there. Really didn't remember that one. I'm getting old, but not that old. It must be the Liverpool game, right? When we won 4-2. And it was a Champions League game, and we were the underdogs, Leverkusen. Come on. Big, mighty Liverpool going with their team and their history against us. But we had good players, as you can see here, Balak, Lucio. And I was fortunate enough to be on the score sheet as well. And it was a crazy, crazy night. I mean, my goal actually was a bit early one, which is not something that normally you see from me when I used to play, but it was a very important one because it gave us that hope and belief that, yes, we can do something tonight, guys. And I remember scoring and just going crazy, and everybody was on top of me. And, you know, it's that feeling that when you score a goal, you feel on top of the world. You feel like a king of the world. Lucio here, though, he was gonna, in my mind, I was in the penalty box and I was screaming at him, pass me the damn ball, man, because I was over there. He needed to cross, but he was so good in that season that even though he was a defender, center defender, he knew how to play with the ball, score goals. He scored good goals, and he was so confident in scoring the last one that, you know, everybody went crazy. And after that, I think, as far as I remember, on the center circle, everybody celebrating because we beat the mighty, mighty Liverpool that night, and we fully deserve that. There we go.
What are your memories of the time at the club?
Best decision in my life, probably, because I was, I think, 19, 20, and coming from Bulgaria. It was a tough decision to make, but it was a necessary one because I needed to go out of my country to develop myself. And going to Leverkusen, best decision, because this is where I became a man and a better football player as well. Everybody was great with me, patient enough so I can flourish and show what I can do. Along the way, I had some great coaches, play with great players. Fortunately, we didn't win the German league. We were so close as well. But what we've done, especially in my first season, reaching the Champions League final, beating some great teams, I think we deserve and earn the respect of everybody when we used to play.
Which team is better, your team or the one that
Well, based on the results, you must say that it must be the current team because they won the Bundesliga without losing a game. It was, what an achievement that was unbelievable, and well done to the boys. But on the other hand, in our team, we used to have Balak, Lucio, world champion, Juan in the defense, Ulf Kirsten, he was a god in Leverkusen scoring goals. But I must give credit to the current team that because they've done impossible, like winning the Bundesliga title without losing a game. This is the last time Spurs won a trophy, long time ago, and I scored. Very important goal. It was a penalty. But of course, going into the game, again, I was on the side of the underdog. This time was Spurs. I always liked fairy tale story, and we had a good team. And I knew that we have a chance to win as long as we stay concentrated again, because in Chelsea's team, you had John Terry, Lampard, you know, Drogba, Cech on the goal, he was covering the whole goal. So we knew, I mean, come on, they were the favorites. But again, that's why you love English football. That's why you love the magic of football, because you have fairy tales. And in this day, again, it didn't start well for us because Drogba, it was Drogba, right? 70 minutes, handball, it was a penalty. Normally, Robbie Keane was the guy who's taking penalties with Spurs, but I think he missed a couple before that. So in this moment, I felt so comfortable. So I took the ball. Of course, I was a bit nervous, I must admit, but I didn't want to show it. So I tried to look cool, composed. My dad was on the stands, my agent, my wife as well. You don't want to let down your relatives, right? So I took the penalty the only way I can, just like I always. I took it, I scored, and I let all emotion get out of me because I feel that we deserve to get something out of this game, basically winning. And after that, we just knew that we're gonna have another chances to score, and we did actually. Jonathan Woodgate. Of course, in the 94, it was a free kick, which actually led to the goal. And I was in the box, and I was thinking that the ball is going to come to me. And I was close. Woodgate, I think, was behind me, as long as I remember. It was a great cross. I don't know who crossed the ball. Maybe Jermaine Ginas took the free kick. And Petr Cech this time, I think, underestimated the situation a little bit. And Woodgate was good with the header. He was a tall defender and get there before Petr Cech, and the ball was in the back of the net. And I mean, everybody went crazy. We were so happy, man. We brought the trophy to Spurs. But I was so tired, so happy, but so tired, I just went home, to be honest. I just went home with all the emotion in my head. So I think that day is something to remember because, as I said, the last time Spurs won the trophy. So we're waiting for another one.
So obviously you're here today with LiveScore. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're here?
Well, mental health campaign and mental health month of November is very important because as football have other times where you play more football, maybe score goals, this is how in life you should put more time, other time, let's say, in talking with someone, sharing, telling you your problems. It's going to make you feel good. I speak from experience because when I used to play and I had a bad game, I missed a chance, I didn't score, I didn't share with anyone. I just keep it to myself because that's how I was taught from my dad, who was from old generation. And he was doing the same thing because be a man. Keep it to yourself. This is what's going to make you a man. Wrong. You have a problem and you have someone you trust, go, speak, share. You're going to feel better, trust me.
Talk us through your feelings when you made the move from Tottenham to United.
Proud, nervous, emotional, of course. I deserve it because I work very hard to get to that point, starting from my small country, climbing my way up to the top, but at the same time going into the dressing room full of winners, the manager, the badge, the name, the history of United, everything was intimidating. And of course, I was feeling nervous. Inside me, everything was going like, oh my God, you know, I'm in Manchester United, in the best club in the world. So I was really happy overall to be there because I was going to play with winners. And along the process, along the way, I became a winner because I was in the right environment, with the right players, with the right coach, in the right moment, with the right team. Also very important to know when you go in the big clubs with big players, big winners, this means big egos. So when you have big egos, everybody thinks he is the best ever to touch the ball. So now you need to be strong here. You need to know how to handle yourself under pressure. If someone provokes you, if someone tests you, and they will test you. They did test me. So I knew that I need to stay strong, and because I came from a small country, but our country is proud and we are fighters. So I knew how to hold my own. So when I went to the dressing room, I knew that I need to be my own man and just show them, yes, we are friends, I'll play for you, but you provoke me, I'll strike back. And this is how you earn the respect of the big players. Of course, on the pitch, on the training ground as well. So this is also important to know how to get to that point to be really strong in your head when you have good environment around you. To prepare you for moments like this is vital. It was my team World Cup and we play Koito, Ecuadorian team. And believe it or not, in that trip, I got sick. Imagine that. 25 players, only one sick, me. And I was thinking to myself, that's not true, man. What is happening? And I think going into the game, Wayne Rooney scored a goal. If my memory serves me right, yes. I'm getting old, but not that old. So Rooney scored a goal, and in the end of the day, we won. I mean, it's a good ring to it, right? World champion. So we deserve it. But again, it was down to the winners in the team, knowing how to handle. When you have a lot of games, we can bring a lot of pressure, we can bring injuries. Then you need, again, to be strong in your head to know how to handle this type of pressures. And even if you're injured or if you get sick, in my case, you need to know how to handle that. Look at this. Oh my God. The whole thing. The result, 7-1, the goal scorers, right? The interesting part was that before that game, I think I didn't score in 5 or 6 games. So when you're a striker and you don't score, there's a tension. Now again, you need to stay strong in your head. Because if you're not strong in your head, you go into a hole. And if you don't know how to get out of that hole, you stay there forever. The game comes, 2nd minute into the game, I score. And now I'm full of confidence. Now the burden of my shoulder is gone and I feel great. I just didn't know how many I would score. Every time I touch the ball, I feel great. I feel like Messi, Maradona into one. It was a special goal in that game where I made with Patrice Evra, 1-2. Then I gave the ball to Nani and it just took my time. So just strolling, watching Nani, watching my place onto the pitch. And when it was the right moment, I was in the right place and he gave me the ball. I score. If I need to figure out which minute it was, I will have difficulty. But I will try and go for 62 is my 4th, maybe 71st minute. So let's see. Oh my God. Look at this, almost there. And I really didn't remember that one, but 70 minutes. And now I had 10 minutes to score one more, and I did try my best. So overall, it was a great game for me personally and for the team as well.
You went on to win the Golden Boot in that season.
Yeah.
Where does that rank among your proudest achievements?
It's top 3 probably because I was a striker. For me, scoring goals was priority, of course. And when you score goals, you get rewards. So getting the Golden Boot is one of the achievements that I'm really proud of as well because I did score a lot of goals that season. And actually I scored one more, but they took it from me because it says own goal. So you need to give that back to me, all right? 21 goals, not 20. My God, look at this. Arsenal, but now in Monaco. I'm an ex-player of Spurs, right? So it's always good to score against Arsenal. But the major thing was here in that game that they underestimated us. Maybe didn't have the information right, which type of player we had in the team, and in that team we had some great players. Falcao was there, although he was injured. Moutinho, Carvalho was there, Kondogbia who scored a goal, Carrasco, Martial was there, James Rodriguez was there, Fabinho was there, Bernardo Silva came late as well. So we had a great team with young players. And Kondogbia scored the first goal, which was with a great shot outside the box. I think the ball ricocheted from a player and that ended up in the back of the net, but who cares, right? It was a goal. And after that, Arsenal were thinking, wait a minute, they can play football, they can score goals, but it was too late. It's too late. So after Kondogbia scored, it was my turn, right? And I still remember that goal. Compose, control the ball with a great shot in the back of the net. 2-0, great feeling. Arsenal at their stadium, scoring, it's always a great feeling. 94th minute, I think Carrasco, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember well that goal, score, and he was very quick, he was very fast, very mobile. With the ball, he knew how to move, and he scored the 3rd one, and you know, they underestimated us, but in the end of the day, when you do that, you're gonna suffer. And we had great players in our team, and I think too that we deservedly won this game. And of course, I score, because when you score as a striker, you are happy when you go after the game into the dressing room. All right, so for every big moment, special moment, in other time, LiveScore is going to donate £250 to a charity supporting mental health, because it is very important. So, teams score in extra time.